is that time again. It is 15 minutes with Em here on this beautiful Thursday night. And I am so excited, beyond excited, to have my special guest, Laura Costa, come on and just chat with me and go through this with me. I've been waiting legit all day to have this come on, so she is on. I'm gonna bring her on, and we're gonna get this started. Here we go. And drum roll. Let's try this one time.
Oh,
On.
hi!
There she is.
What's going on, everyone?
I've been waiting all day.
I'm so excited right now. So happy to be with you. I love how we're both rocking black, obviously.
I'm usually in black.
I know. Me too. I love it.
Oh my God. So thank you so much, first and foremost, to come on. I was so excited to ask you. And then when you said, yeah, I was like, oh my God, this is going to be like amazing and so much fun. So I'm super pumped and so thankful that you're here.
Me too.
I want you to tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do. And then I have a couple of questions.
Okay, cool.
So why don't you go for it?
Sure. Okay, so my profession, I'm a real estate agent. I'm the urban realtor. Mostly work with first-time buyers in the Toronto area. I also do like a lot of the GTA, but my niche is in Toronto, and working with a lot of first-time buyers is my specialty for sure. I've been doing it for 7.5 years, and I have a background in urban planning. That's something that not everybody knows about me, but that's what I actually went to school for. And it's actually like an amazing complement to what I do now. I feel like everything happened exactly how it was supposed to for me, and I know I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. So that's a little bit about my profession. What else? I'm taking singing lessons at the moment, so that's something I'm that's something I'm like trying to just amplify this hobby of mine. So I love that. What else can I tell you? Well, I met you on the 5 a.m. on the wake up call. That's how we met. And now we're currently in a mastermind together. So we've become very, very close just within such a short time. I feel like I've known you so long. And I get that a lot of it is because we're just very like-minded and we're into some of the same things that help us grow and develop. So that's something else about me that I know a lot of people do know, that I'm really into personal development. And yeah, that's just a little.
So I want to understand. So you went to school for urban planning, and then you became a realtor. So how did that transition come into play?
Yeah, so when I graduated, I did my master's at Ryerson for urban planning. And when I graduated, I could not get a job in that field. It was just really challenging. But a lot of the jobs that I was interested in had like a requirement for real estate. And so really at the beginning, I'm like, I'll just get my real estate license. But then when I was in school, I liked what I was learning, and so many people said to me, like, you'd be such a great agent. We so see you as an agent, where I didn't actually see it at first. But then hearing it so much and then being in school, I realized too quickly, having a real estate license wouldn't actually get me anywhere unless I practiced in real estate. I'm like, let me try this out. And so when I first started, I wasn't like fully into it at the beginning. I was working part-time. It was just not super fun at the beginning, let's call it that. And then I decided, like, I've got to make a choice here. I actually really do want this to work. And so whether I do urban planning down the road, I don't know, but I know I'm like full-fledged jumping into this. That was the choice I made. And so I quit my other job and I started on this path of personal development. And then that's when things kind of like really started coming together and working out for me. So yeah, that's a little tidbit of how it works.
I love that. I love that. And I love that you trusted your intuition and you went for something, because that's huge, right? Especially when you're on this type of journey.
Yeah.
But the one thing, and I know everybody knows this, but I'm going to say it, like how much you give to your community and how you do it.
Thank you.
Like my fave, I swear. So you have the podcast that you do, and you have these little mini videos that are about like 2.5 minutes or long, but you highlight like the perfect things to talk about and it's so candid, but it's so authentically real. And every time I
Mm,
watch them, I'm like, oh my God, this is so good. I know this is going
yeah.
to be awesome because it's really, it's like this proper. We're just having a conversation and we're talking and you just go with the flow. And then all of this stuff just comes out and then it's like a beautiful end product. So I'd
Yeah.
love to talk about that and then go into your podcast because I think that's
For
amazing.
sure. Thanks for asking about that and for bringing that up. It's definitely a huge part of who I am. Like for me, giving back and like just playing games in life where I'm up to something and it's a contribution, and it's not about me is just, it's literally how I stay creative. It's how I stay in gratitude. It's actually how I'm able to be successful in general. It's truly all linked. But I started getting into video a couple years ago, and more recently, I just realized there was such a demand for it. Like a lot of my followers and my clients and just people in my life, they're like, "You're so good on video. We love seeing your videos. Like, we want more of that." So I just listened to people, and I started introducing more video. And for sure, when the pandemic hit, I just became really passionate about supporting local businesses
Mm-hmm.
because I hated this notion of like essential and not essential. I really just wanted to disappear that completely and have local businesses feel like supported and exposed during this time. So I started just talking to different people about different things they're doing, what they're up to, or different businesses that I know personally. And I just started doing highlight features on them, and they're such a hit. And then other things I do, yeah, I just include different video content. Like actually, one of them was like it spurred from an idea that you had. And it was just like to do, that's how I started actually doing the whole local business situation in the first place. It was like doing giveaways with them. I remember you saying like, I'd love to see you actually like go to the business and showcase them and do this
Yeah.
giveaway. So I'm like, you know what? I am going to do that. I'm going to do it monthly actually. So now I've collaborated with business. I do with different businesses and I do giveaways with them every month. And it's actually really fun. And yeah, that's just one of the ways that again I stay like really inspired and in gratitude. So I'm really glad you brought that up.
The one I laugh every
What?
time I see it. The one with your hairdresser. It
Oh
was
yeah,
snowing. You got a beautiful blowout.
yeah,
And you're like, okay, okay, this is just like whatever. And
yeah.
you were totally going with it. I'm like, that's what makes it so authentically real. And you're like, you know what? It
Oh,
isn't about me. It's about my
girl,
hairdresser.
I don't change. I don't change. I am who I am, whether I'm on
I
camera
love
or off camera. I'm just myself. So
it. It
I'm
is the
glad it
best.
translates.
Oh my God, it is the best. And
Yeah,
that one made me laugh so, so much. But that was
yeah,
amazing. And then let's transition to this podcast, Men Who
yeah.
Come. Oh, I love
The
it.
podcast, so much fun. Me and my good friend Antonietta, we like created this project baby together. And again, it was like we were just talking one day and we're just not liking everything that's in the news and all this negativity around us and just the divide that's happening with people. And we just want to be an interruption to that. And we created this platform together where like let's pump people up. We want
Mhm.
to provide this like weekly pump where we're collaborating with different people, we're providing value in different ways, like a lot of different topics that really appeal to a large audience, and it's just about hearing something different. So yeah, we've got a beautiful studio space that we film in, and we it's great. We get to talk and meet with new people, and again, like provide value, be inspiring. Like that's really all it's about for us. And again, just like another little side passion project. I think we all need that. It's like necessary for
Yeah,
our well-being, right? So
100%.
yeah,
And
and it's
your
fun.
your
It's
your what's it called? Your energy with between you and Antonietta is
oh
like
yeah,
it's so on
we're
point.
we're literally like clones of each other. It's so funny. It's so
Yeah, I
great.
love it.
It's so
I
good.
love it. And you just always bounce off each other so well. And I
Yeah.
think that's what really makes it even more light and airy than other podcasts that I've seen specifically, is that you guys are just like, okay, you know what, whatever. Like when you guys were doing like the Brook, you
Yeah.
guys were
Girl,
I'm
I
like, I,
swear, none of that was planned. We're just the cameras are rolling and we're just like in the moment. And then we have this awesome girl who helps us put it all together in like the real format, and she does a great job at like capturing our energy. It's like it's fun. We have a great time. We have a blast.
yeah. Yeah, I love that. I think I watched that like 3 or 4 times in a
Yeah,
row. I'm like, that's just
I
hilarious.
get it. I get it. I'm so
You
glad we
know?
bring that fun. So
Oh
it's so there
yeah.
for us.
And that's what it is. We want to do something that's so different than what we're so used to and just
Mhm.
smile and just be a part of something. Even though we're in our own home, just be a part of something. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I think you guys do that really well. And I love the set that you guys are in because it's just super casual. It's very relaxed and I love it. Like the bricks and everything. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
I could live in
The
a place
beautiful
like that.
space, right?
Yeah, I would totally like that's my jam, like right there. I could live
Well,
in a space like
let me
that.
give them a little shout out because when they're able to open again and have events, like I want to throw a big party there. It's Connoisseur Wine Imports. They're so it's a stunning space. Like I cannot wait to be able to hang out there with people.
Well, I think that's one place I'm gonna have to come with you too
You're
because
coming. It's gonna be a
it's like
cheese party.
I'm itching to get out, but that place is so beautiful. Just
Yeah,
it's amazing.
for
And
sure.
so, I just the other thing that you do so well is
Mm.
that you're all like you're doing the video and doing the podcasting and you're always promoting local businesses, but you also do a lot of that in your stories, which
Yeah,
I really love, like Sos Tavolo, like that cheese man.
yeah.
Oh
No,
my God, like that's just like to die for, right? Which is just
no big deal.
amazing,
No big deal.
you know? But that's stuff that you really don't have to do. And I know you do it from the bottom of your heart
Mm.
and it shows, you know what I mean? And then I know that those guys absolutely love it too because you guys have a little back and forth. Like the last cheese plate that he put, I'm like, that one has my name on it.
Yeah,
And you claimed it first, right?
that was
Which
so
was
funny.
so nice. It was so nice because we really I got to know a little bit more about him than
Yeah.
just that part, right? I'm like, oh, he's got a sense of humor. This is really cool,
Oh,
you
for
know? So it was fun to even see that part, right? Because it doesn't always translate that way. And I think you do such an amazing job
thank
by
you. I
doing
mean,
that.
it really does. Thank you for like showcasing that. It really does. I think go back to like I'm just myself. Everybody knows I love food. Like I love there's certain things that I highlight over and over. It's just a day in the life, legit. And I'm seeing like so many comments about people. I mean that people are saying about me in this, which is really, really thoughtful. I love it. Thank you guys for all the shout outs. But yeah, I mean again, it goes back to me just being myself, sharing part of my day with everyone. I mean, whether they're interested or not in being part of the journey, it's all good. I'm just there being authentic, like authentically M, similar to that,
Oh, you're so sweet.
you know?
And we have to talk about how we started Suburban
Oh
Coffee Chat.
yeah. Well, why don't you share? Because I know it was
This,
like it was really
oh
your
my
idea. You have
God.
all these great ideas.
This was like I had quit coffee for a while and I was drinking tea black and whatever, blah blah. And I love the smell of coffee and I'm like, oh, it smells so good. So this one over here posts coffee like all the time and I'm like,
See,
man, my coffee looks so good with the
coffee and
froth and
cheese.
so
It's my
I was
diet.
like, okay. So I had one espresso. I was like, oh my God. It was like the minute I had it, it was like infused in my body. I'm like, what am I missing here? Like, why am I torturing myself? So one afternoon, she posted a beautiful coffee from your machine, and I'm like, okay, Laura, every time I see your stuff, I'm gonna have a coffee. And we were going back and forth, and I said, oh my God, we should start our own little trend on Instagram, and I'm like, we could call it Suburban Coffee Chicks because I'm in the burbs and you're downtown or whatever. You're like, oh my God, let's do that.
It
And
worked
yeah,
out.
I was like, oh my God, okay, this is actually really happening. Next day, it just started and then it just started to
It
evolve in
started.
this
You know what
way.
I love about suburban coffee chicks? First of all, I love that like all these other coffee lovers started joining in and we were tagging them for a while, but none of them consistently drink coffee like us. So they kind of
Yeah.
dropped off the wagon. But what I love too is like we found some men and coffee beautiful Instagram pages and sometimes we highlight the
Mhm.
beautiful men drinking coffee and it's just like a fun little thing. And honestly, like random people tag me in coffee posts now. It's like
That's
hilarious
amazing.
how it catches on, right? So I
Wow.
love that we just bring that fun and energy. It's what
Yeah,
it's all
it's
about
just
here.
it was so many. I remember the first one I sent you of the guy walking out the video with his coffee, and you're
Yeah.
like, "Well, hello there."
Yeah. We're like, hold on. There's a whole community that we're missing out on
I
here.
swear, I read your text, and I'm like,
I can so picture you actually saying it out
Yeah,
loud when I
right?
heard it. And it
Because
was
you
like,
know.
oh, okay, so this is going to be a nice, juicy one too, or whatever, right?
Yeah,
And so, and that's what I love is that despite everything else that we've got going on, um, other people are joining in on the fun. And I love it because it's just another extension that we can give to people to say, hey, this is
sure.
fun. Let's really build that kind of community of coffee lovers and all this stuff. So I just love how that one transformed.
Me too.
It's so beautiful.
It's creating joy and connection everywhere. That's it.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
it.
From far and near,
Yeah.
it's so beautiful, and
Yeah.
I just love it, and I love you. I feel like I've known you forever.
Same. It's amazing.
It's
Thank you. I
so
love you too.
crazy. So, we are out of time already, but I'm
Okay.
sorry I could go to you all night. But I want
Yeah, we could
to
keep it going.
we could. What do you want to end the call with?
I mean, what I want to end the call with is just like be in that creation mode, because really, like, we do create our lives. How life goes is truly how we create it. Despite what's going on around us right now, like, we do have the ability to make choices, create our realities in a different way. So really just like being in that mode of playing games, having fun, connecting with people, like surround yourself with community and being in a great energy flow. Like, I think that's a very important message. And hopefully everyone takes that away from here today.
I love that. I
Yeah.
couldn't have said it any better.
I'm
So
glad.
amazing. Thank you so much for being on.
You're welcome. Thanks for
Ryan.
having me. I'm
This
so
was so
grateful.
fun. We're gonna have you back on for
Yeah,
sure in
I'm
the
down.
future, because I just can see that your videos and especially your podcast is gonna go to much more higher levels. So I'm so excited that that's happening for you and Antonetta, and I can't wait to see other ones that pop up.
Yeah.
But until next time, everybody, have a wonderful evening, and thank you so much for being on, and good night.
Bye, guys. See you soon.